happy 2025 to everybody, and especially to my wonderful University of Illinois Fighting Illini, getting a bowl win for the first time against South Carolina State University, wherever the fuck they're from. I don't care. And I'm going to say up front that I think that this coach, Mr. Beamer, is a crybaby to say the least. And there was at least 2 times in this game, which I watched most of the game, in which he was screaming and yelling and going off, walking onto the field. He had to be pulled back at least 5 times before this incident even occurred, all right? But let's take a look at the incident first, and then we will comment.
You get a thigh and a helmet like that, and let's just say the helmet ain't hard enough when you got 240-pound legs with momentum hitting you. So I know what that feels like.
That can't feel good.
It doesn't.
And what do we have? We have an altercation of some sort down in the field. Shane Beamer is incensed, irate about something.
Look at this guy.
Brett Bielema walked across the field to take care of his injured player and taunted Shane Beamer with the substitution posture the refs do, the matching signal. He did it repeatedly. Beamer could hardly believe it at first.
Wow, dude.
He taunted Shane Beamer, and Beamer had enough and snapped. Shane just turned to me and said, "You saw what he did. You saw, I did see it.
Here's a look at it.
See it." He taunted the opposing coach.
That's taunting?
It is. And then here's what ensued after the taunt with the substitution signal. Shane Beamer was apoplectic here.
I mean, that is Shane Beamer. Well, as a coach, you got to control your emotions as well. But Brett Bielema, remember that injury happened on the South Carolina.
Did it again.
Taunting another head coach like that. I mean, these ball games matter.
Yeah.
You know? Matter to these coaches enough to be talking that talk.
2nd and 4.
There you go. It was the Cheez It Fiesta Bowl. University of Illinois gets a win. Hail to the orange and blue. Let's do this thing, son. And I appreciate Coach Bielema. He's awesome. They had a good game plan coming in. The defense did what they needed to do. And there's some pretty good Illinois players. And this is the reason why I love this relationship that I just happen to have by accident, by living in Champaign-Urbana for a long period of time, growing up in that area, knowing about the university. And they're in the Big Ten Conference, and they always are at the bottom. They're never at the top. So it's been a rare thing. And New York Giants, my New York football Giants, who are awesome in the past, not right now, they've had, during the times when they were doing well, they had David Deal and they had, I want to say Steve Weatherford, that both came from the University of Illinois. It could have been Lawrence Tynes, but I believe it was Steve Weatherford. And it's a number of Illinois players are coming through. Right now, Chase Brown is an awesome running back. I think plays for the Bengals. And Illinois has developed some pretty good players out there through the years. It's a good program. You're a young man and you're coming up in the Midwest area or wherever you live in the country and you want to get into a good program in a nice, quiet area, you know, not too much drama going on. It's only a town of about 40,000, 50,000, another 40 or 50,000 when you add the students and whatnot. And it's equidistant from Indianapolis, Chicago, and a little bit further to get to St. Louis. So if you want to go to the city, you can do that in your off time and what have you. But I'm very happy for the University of Illinois. They have not had 10 wins and went to a bowl game or 10 plus wins since 2001. So this is an amazing thing. And matter of fact, the great Tommy DeVito, who's on the Giants as a backup quarterback, he was a quarterback and took him to a bowl game, but lost at the University of Illinois. So if you ever want to see some nice highlights of Tommy DeVito, you can look him up from when he was at Syracuse, and then he went to Illinois and became the starting quarterback. So I wanted to start 2025, with a little bit of fun, talking about this incident. There was some fun bowl games. So this is to the University of Illinois Fighting Illini. Way to go, Coach Bielema. Cheers. The sweet taste of success when you win a game. It's great. And I'm really hoping that in some way, somehow, the New York Giants can make some moves that are going to be beneficial to them moving forward so that we can get the draft picks that we need. And maybe we'll even grab a couple of these guys. They got some defensive guys that are pretty damn good that could be, if they're not, in the draft, can grab them as free agents. They got a nice solid program there, and they beat teams that were unexpected to be beat. So speaking of which, the Alabama game with Michigan was a big surprise. I didn't see the whole game, but it turned out that they had 2 turnovers in that game. So it is what it is. To the fam in Iowa, all you guys, I know you're Iowa fans. I think you won that game. If you did, thumbs up to you. If not, hey, you know what? There's always next year, all right? I want to wish everybody that's been following me, I want to wish people that are going to be new to the channel or new to the channel, I want to wish you the most beautiful 2025 that's a healthy, wealth, success, and beautiful love and for your family. So that's it on this for right now. We're going to holler back because we got the New York Giants coming up pretty soon to play against Philly. It's already, the word on the street is that Saquon Barkley is probably not going to play. And that's because Saquon Barkley is such a class act now that, one, if Eric Dickerson doesn't want him to break the record, he's not going to break the record, at least that way. And he does not want to break the record against a team that he's been beloved to and loved the whole time. I think it really will hurt Mr. Mara to see him come in and have a mean-spirited attitude and, fuck the Giants and all this shit. That's not Saquon at all. He's such a classy dude. He's such an amazing guy. And if there's any possible way, if we can get rid of the bum Joe Shane and Daboll's too, as far as I'm concerned, get some new leadership up in here 2 years from now, I would love to see Saquon come back to the Giants and finish his career. And if you know and watch this guy's workouts, I've been watching him ever since he came to the Giants. This guy's workouts are amazing. If there's anybody that could be an effective running back, especially picking up the blitz and catching balls out of the backfield, maybe not as many yards running, this would be the guy at 32, 33. And there's been some guys through the years that have played into their 30s and played well and they're such veterans, they know exactly where to be. You look at a guy like Travis Kelce. This guy is amazing because he's using less energy to be successful by making his turns, making his moves a certain way, and just getting in that right position for the quarterback to hit him right in the hands. And Saquon is one of those guys, you know? You got less than 1% of the people that play football in college get to go to the NFL. It's supposed to be the creme de la creme of all players. So, you know, that's questionable in some cases, but in a lot of cases, that's the case. And then when you have guys like Saquon, like Kelsey, like CeeDee Lamb, there's a number of guys who are so amazing. They raised it up to another level. Jefferson, D Hop. On the defensive side, you got the Watt brothers. You got the Bosa brothers. You got my guys right on my team. That's why I was mad about Leonard Williams, because he's a gamer, and in week 10 or 12, he ran it back 99 yards playing for the Seattle Seahawks. There's guys that are like that extra step above the fray. And definitively Saquon is one of them. So if my dream comes true, definitely fucking Shane's gone. Daboll's is gone with him. You guys can go both whack some fucking cars in Detroit. I don't give a fuck what you do. As they say in New York, take a very long walk off a very short pier. And tell your story walking, because nobody wants to fucking hear it. So let's go New York Football Giants for next year. Hopefully we're going to get some good picks, get some new leadership, and right this ship in a proper fashion. And again, congratulations. Hail to the blue and orange. Yo, my brother, Ramil, saw those pictures you put up on Facebook of the old days. I wasn't quite sure if you were a linebacker, but I believe you were a defensive guy. We got a lot to unpack and talk about, my brother, when you get back here, all right? So, yo, 2025, deuces. Let's go New York Giants.